YouTube family, this is Grown B from Combo Nation, and I want to talk to you about what I learned from my most recent rank session on Sparking Zero. So things were going crazy. When I got off the previous night, I was on a streak, and as soon as I loaded in, they gave me back-to-back Z ranks. At the time, I think I was maybe A4, pushing A3. And so that really plummeted my rank because, I'm running rematches. And that's going to be a big theme of what we're going to talk about. I'm running rematches. So I lost all three of those matches against the Z rank, and I lost all three of the matches against the other Z rank because that was an opportunity for me to see, like, how do you measure up against some of these guys who have achieved what you're ultimately trying to achieve? That is a theme of this video, so we'll talk about that going forward. But I had to climb back up. I think I got all the way back down to A5. And so I had to go on a couple of streaks. I had to find some opportunities. I had to beat some people. And eventually, I am right back in that A4, A3 space. And that is when I ran into this guy. A1, probably pushing S rank, and he's using Beerus, the Destroyer. And he beats me the first two games. And so it's that last game that I'm questioning, do I want to lose my rank going up against this guy who seems like he's a lot closer to the next level than I am? And so I had some decisions to make, and I chose to go ahead and risk it. I'm not exactly sure where, but I remember having this feeling of we're finally in a good place. Let's just take our win, cut our losses, and just get off the game. Try again later. Maybe we can have a different matchup. And there was something in me that was just like, no, I think I can beat him. I think I even have a little bit of the audio from the gameplay of me saying, nah, I can beat this dude. And with my streak on the line, knowing that if I lost, I was going to get deranked, I was able to beat him. We actually ended up fighting several times throughout the night and having very similar dynamics. We were even messaging each other back and forth a couple of times, just talking about the different things that were going on in the match. And I think that type of win is more valuable to me than any streak, than any rank up match, because it's a situation where I could have avoided the friction of higher level competition. The same level of competition that exists in the place that I want to go. So those are the questions a lot of times that we have to ask ourselves. Like, if you can't beat the people at the place that you want to go, why do you think that you deserve to also be there? So that's been my mentality. I've been going into these ranked matches lately saying, if there is somebody that I don't think that I can beat, and I am trying to cherry pick my wins and losses and get a fair fight, someone that I think I can beat, etc., then what am I really doing other than preparing myself to get to a place where I don't belong and get knocked back down again? And so that ultimately is the theme of this video. To put yourselves in those positions that are going to make you a better player, because here's one thing for absolute certain. I made that video a while back saying that I don't think that I'll ever be that much higher than A rank in Sparking Zero. And I think that that may not be true anymore. I think I've spent enough time playing against players who were better than me, playing against players who had better fundamentals, who were better with their execution. And I'm just putting myself out there, win, lose, or draw, and a lot of it was losing. But here's another truth that really put this in perspective for me. It's the fact that I did not want to get off the game. Like, in my matches, I was having fun. I wanted to be on Sparking Zero. It wasn't like I was tired or frustrated with the game or angry or had some other business to attend. Like I actually wanted to be on Sparking Zero. That little tingle that's like, ooh, I want to go in there, I want to throw some hands, I want to practice some super counters, I want to vanish some ultimates. Like all of that was there. The feeling of wanting to play Sparking Zero was there. So I couldn't, it made it a lot more difficult for me to say, oh, okay, I'm gonna get off because I want to protect my rank. And then at the same time, I'm sitting there thinking, do you really want to be a guy that sits around at a certain rank, not because you are at that rank or because you have that level of skill, but because you're getting off the game when you're worried that that rank may be in jeopardy? Is that what you want to do? How good do you want to be at this game, Gromby? What rank do you really want to achieve? What do you think is going to happen as you continue to climb? Those people are still going to be there waiting for you. And because I was having those thoughts, my logical mind was saying to me that if you get off and you know that you want to be on the game, it's because you're intimidated and you have put too much thought into what it's going to feel like to lose. And you've never been that type of fighting game player. And I don't want to call it a revelation because it was more so a grounding, because it's a mindset that I've always believed in when it comes to fighting games, but sometimes you kind of lose your way a little bit. But what I realized is when that shift happened, now a lot of the people that I was supposed to be beating, I was beating convincingly. A lot of the people that were around my level, I was able to win some and lose some. And then when I started to fight against people who were much higher ranked and I knew they were better, I was able to steal a game or two. This deep in, you might be wondering, okay, well, what does this have to do with the topic and the title of your video, the only true way to get better at fighting games? Well, the truth is, you can listen to all the YouTube videos that you want, teaching you about the meta of a particular game, teaching you what some of the new tech that all the pros are using. You can spar, you can go in the lab and practice your combos and your super counters and your vanishes or new abilities and skills, regardless of what the fighting game is. But if you aren't positioning yourself to be uncomfortable with the friction of needing to improve to be successful, then you won't truly be successful. And I remember the moment where I said to myself, Grown B, you pride yourself on studying your opponent and making adjustments, and you're not doing that. And maybe that's a big reason why you're losing. And I locked in and realized that one of his setups was using flying kicks. I made those adjustments and it really changed the game. You need those moments of discomfort to grow the way that you want to. And again, I know that it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse when I talk about the cherry picking when it comes to the guys that you fight in ranked or the guys that you fight in casuals. And a big piece of it is beginning to be honest with yourselves. A lot of people are declining that rematch because they're worried about if they really have another chance to win. Or they were beaten so bad the first time and they just don't, they're trying to cut their losses. They don't want to do the set because they don't want another player to go 3-0 on them and possibly derank them. But you can put yourself in those situations and you can treat it as an investment. I may lose some ranked points now, but if I learn something that is going to convert to 2, maybe 3 times the rank points I lost based off what I learned and how I approach new fights in the future, then it's worth it. And that's ultimately what the best players think like. And since I have doubled down on that mindset lately, I've been better. I've been handling situations better. I've been performing under pressure better. And this is the main reason why I'm revising what I said before. Yeah, I'm still going to use GT Goku, but I don't think my ceiling is A rank anymore. I still don't necessarily think that it's Z rank, but who knows how long it will be before that changes. So if you like the video, like it. If you think someone else might like it, share it. And if you want to see more, I really hope that you would subscribe.
Drop your guard, huh? Your guard, huh? Too slow. That won't work on me. Totally pissed off.
See if he can vanish. Oh!
All right.
Left the vanish on the table.